Hello and welcome to day 5 of our Bioinformatics Internship program organized by Learn Science Academy. Today, we are going to dive into something incredibly important for our scientific careers, that is the effective scientific communication and manuscript writing. We will start by discussing scientific communication, where we will explore techniques for making your research accessible and engaging to various audiences. Then we will move on to the key elements that make a strong manuscript, including how to structure your paper, present your data, and also convey your findings very clearly. Today's session is packed with essential topics aimed at enhancing your proficiency in scientific communication. So let's break down what we will be covering today. Number 1 is the introduction to scientific communication. We will start by understanding the fundamentals of how scientific communication is actually communicated, including the importance of clarity, precision, and structure in scientific writing. Number 2 is types of research articles. Next, we will explore the various types of research articles commonly published in scientific journals. Understanding these types will help you choose the appropriate format for your own research findings. Next is the ChatGPT guide for scientific report writing. We will dwell into how tools like ChatGPT can assist in scientific report writing here. It offers insights and tips in leveraging the AI for enhancing your writing process. Next is the manuscript drafting, saving your draft and also adding the references. We will see the practical tips on effective drafting manuscript ideas, including the strategies for saving a draft, managing your revisions, and properly citing references to maintain accuracy and credibility. Next, we will see how to efficiently read a research article in under 15 minutes. So there are techniques and strategies for efficient reading and comprehension of scientific literatures, which are essential for staying up to date with the latest research developments in your particular field. Next, we will see the key platforms for researchers. We will see what are the methods or the websites that researchers can use in order to enhance their profile. It could include ResearchGate, LinkedIn, ORCID. Finally, we will see some of the important terminologies here. That is the impact factor, H-index, CiteScore, NAAS rating. Understanding their significance in evaluating the research impact and the quality is very much important as a researcher. So each topic covered today will equip you with a valuable skill and knowledge to navigate the complexities of scientific communications effectively. So let's get started with the topics. Before we dive into today's agenda, let's pause for a moment of reflection. What, where, and who? These are the three crucial aspects of scientific communications. So now, take a moment to think about these questions. What are we communicating through scientific communication? Where are we communicating scientific findings for maximum impact? Lastly, who are we communicating this with? Please pause the video for a moment and jot down your own thoughts. We will discuss this shortly. Let's dwell deeper into the essence of scientific communication. What it entails, where it happens, and who's involved. Coming to the first question, what? So scientific communication involves the sharing of research and scientific insights through various forms, such as articles, presentations, posters, lectures, and media appearances. Its purposes includes disseminating the knowledge, influencing policies, securing funding, and also educating the public. Coming to the second question, where? This communication occurs across diverse platforms. It could be journals, both open access and subscription based, where research findings are rigorously peer reviewed and published. Next could be conferences. So, academic and professional gatherings where researchers present their work, engage in discussions, and network. Then there are online platforms such as ResearchGate, LinkedIn, ORCID, and institutional repositories, facilitating various number of collaborations, sharing of preprints, and networking. Then there is media. So newspapers, magazines, and TVs and online news outlets bridge the gap between scientific discoveries and also with the general public. Then there are institutions where universities and research centers serve as a hub for scientific communication. How does this happen is it happens through seminars, symposiums, and collaborative projects. The final question we raised was who? Who are we communicating this with? That is, the key participants in scientific communication includes the researchers. These are the authors who conduct and report the research findings. Then there are reviewers. So peer reviewers who ensure the quality and validity of research before publications. Then editors. So these are professionals managing the publication process in itself, ensuring the adherence to the editorial standards and the ethical guidelines as well. Then we as an audience, there are varied stakeholders including the scientific community and the scientists, policymakers, funders, students, and the general public, each with distinct interest and also the methods. So understanding these aspects help us navigate the complexities of scientific communication effectively, ensuring our own research contributes meaningfully to the advancement of the knowledge and societal impact as well. So what exactly the scientific communication defines as? So scientific communication is all about sharing research and scientific discoveries with others. It involves presenting your findings in different ways, like writing articles, giving talks, or even creating any posters. The main goals are to spread knowledge, influence decisions, get fundings, and also teach the public. Now, let's explore what are the different types of research articles present. Coming to original research article. So these are like bread and butter of a scientific publication. Imagine you have conducted a new study, maybe testing a new drug or exploring a phenomenon in nature. In an original article, you would start with why did you do the study? That becomes the introduction part. How you did it becomes the methodology part. What you found, that becomes the results part. And what it all means becomes the discussion part. It's the most detailed way to share any new discoveries with other scientists. Next, coming to the review articles. So think of these as ultimate summaries. Let's say you want to know everything about a specific topic, like how climate change affects the polar bear or any topic of your choice. A review article gathers and analyzes all the research on that particular topic from many studies. It's like reading a super detailed summary that gives you a bigger picture of what's known so far. Next, coming to case studies. These are like real life stories in science. Imagine a rare medical condition or a unique environmental event. Scientists here will write case studies to describe these specific incidences in detail. They help illustrate broader trends or unique occurrences that might not fit neatly into a larger study. Next, coming to perspective or opinion articles. So these are where scientists get to voice their own thoughts and interpretations. If someone has a strong viewpoint on controversial topic or wants to suggest a new idea for the research, they would write a perspective or an opinion article. It's like sharing their expert opinion backed by their own experience and the knowledge that they have gained through the years of experience. Next, coming to the short communications. These are like quick updates in the scientific world. Sometimes a discovery or a breakthrough is so important that the scientists want to share it very quickly. So short communications are brief articles that focuses on conveying significant findings as concisely and swiftly as possible. Finally, there are editorials and commentaries. So these are like the opinion pieces in newspaper, but for science. So imagine a scientist or a group of scientists writing about implications of a new policy on research, or maybe discussing ethical consideration of a controversial study. So editorials and commentaries provides insights and opinions on these current issues or recent developments in the scientific community. So each type of these research articles serve as a unique purpose in advancing knowledge and also understanding within the scientific community. It caters to different needs and interests among the researchers and also the readers alike. Today, we are exploring how artificial intelligence can revolutionize research article writing and making the process more efficient and effective. AI tools like ChatGPT are transforming how researchers approach the writing process. By generating ideas, AI can assist in brainstorming and generating research ideas based on the existing literature and data trends. They also help in drafting initial versions of research articles by providing structured outlines, key points, and even complete paragraphs based on input. Also, AI improves the clarity and coherence of writing, ensuring that the language used is as precise and as appropriate for scientific communication as possible. Next, there's the reference management. So AI tools can help manage references by suggesting relevant citations and ensures accurate formatting according to the various citation styles. Then you can revise and get a feedback from the AI itself. AI provides real-time feedback on writing styles, grammar, readability, and also help researchers refine their manuscript efficiently. By automating these repetitive tasks to AI, it accelerates the writing process, allowing researchers actually to focus more on analysis and interpretation. Incorporating AI into a research article not only streamlines the workflow but also enhances the overall quality and impact of scientific publications. Before we explore ChatGPT's role in research article writing, it is important to acknowledge its limitations. While ChatGPT is a powerful tool, we cannot completely rely on it for writing our research papers due to several reasons. Number one is lack of domain expertise. So ChatGPT, while proficient in language generation, lacks specific domain knowledge that is important for accurate scientific writing and interpretation of our research results. Quality control. Automated tools like ChatGPT may sometimes produce inaccurate or irrelevant content, which could compromise the integrity and credibility of our research papers. Next is the ethical considerations. There are ethical concerns about relying solely on AI for writing without proper attributions and acknowledgement of human contribution to the research work. However, despite many of these limitations, leveraging the ChatGPT for assistance in research article can be immensely beneficial for us. What could be those reasons are? Number one is the speed and efficiency. ChatGPT can generate drafts, outline key points, and suggest language improvements swiftly. This will significantly speed up the writing process. Number two is focus on the core content. By handling repetitive tasks like formatting references or proofreading, ChatGPT will allow the researchers to focus more on the critical aspect, such as data analysis, interpretations, and discussion part. So in summary, while ChatGPT shouldn't be our sole writing tool for research papers, using it wisely can boost productivity and also allow us to focus more on the core aspect of our research work. So, crafting a research paper goes way beyond just presenting your data. It's about gathering information, structuring your arguments, and making sure your paper stands out in a sea of publications. This process can be daunting, especially when you're dealing with writer's block or you're not sure how to present your findings. But what if you could use ChatGPT to simplify this process and improve your paper's quality? Here are a few ChatGPT prompts for you tailored for the research purpose. They will help you structure your paper, formulate clear arguments, and ensure your research is presented in the best possible way. So before you start your research, it is important to understand what has already been done in the field, but going through countless journal and articles can be exhausting. Luckily for us, ChatGPT offers a more efficient way. So number one, here is a prompt you can try to search for prior research work. Understanding the core message of a complex research paper is important for researchers and students. It ensures that we grasp the key insights without being overwhelmed by the details. Here is a structured approach to help you summarize any kind of a research paper effectively. Number one is identify your purpose. So start by identifying the main objective or purpose of the paper. What problem is the study addressing? What hypothesis is being tested right now? Number two is outline the methodology. So here summarize the methods used in the research. This includes experimental design, data collection methods, and also analysis methods employed by the researchers. Number three, highlight the key findings. So identify and focus on the most significant results and findings presented in the paper. So what are the key outcomes of the study? How do these findings contribute to the particular existing knowledge? Number four, discuss the implications and conclusions. So here, consider the implications of the findings discussed in the paper. How do these results impact the field of study? And also, what are the broader implications for future research or practical applications? Number five is evaluate strength and limitations. So assess both the strength and the weaknesses of the particular study. What are the strength of the research design? Are there any limitations or any biases that could actually affect the interpretation of the results? Number six is summarize the core message. So synthesize the information gathered into a concise summary that captures the essence of the research paper here. This should include the main findings, significance of the study, and the broader context of the study. So simply by following these structured approach, you can effectively extract and summarize the key findings from any research papers. Ensure a thorough understanding of its core message without even getting lost in the details. So, formulating a research question is a critical step in any research endeavor, and ChatGPT can significantly aid in this particular process. Whether you're starting your research from scratch or refining an existing idea, ChatGPT provides valuable support to the researchers throughout the process. ChatGPT helps the researchers brainstorm ideas by suggesting potential avenues of exploration and also prompting creative thinking into you. So it guides the users or the researchers in refining these initial concepts into a focused and well-defined research questions that are relevant to your own study objectives. So by interacting correctly with ChatGPT, researchers can explore different angles and considerations, ensuring that their own research question is aligned with the goals or objectives of the study. This AI-powered tool not only assists in crafting clear and concise research questions, but also enhances the quality and depth of inquiry by providing insights and suggestions based on existing knowledge trends. Moreover, ChatGPT also facilitates an efficient process, allowing the researchers or the users to spend more time on developing their research and less on the initial stages of the idea formulation. So, this streamlining of tasks ensure that the researchers can focus on conducting rigorous and impactful studies, confident that their research questions are well defined and robust. When it comes to choosing the right research methodology, whether you're considering a qualitative, quantitative, or a mixed method, ChatGPT can be an invaluable resource. It assists the researchers in navigating this decision making process as effectively as possible. So, ChatGPT provides guidance on exploring various research methodologies by helping the researchers understand the uniqueness and applicability of each approach. By engaging with ChatGPT, researchers can receive insights into which methodologies align best with their specific research topics and objectives. Whether you're aiming to conduct in-depth interviews, surveys, experiments, or data analysis, ChatGPT offers suggestions tailored to your own research needs. Moreover, here ChatGPT actually clarifies the strengths and limitations of different methodologies also. This will enable the researchers to make informed decisions about which approach will yield the most robust results for their study. So, this guidance ensures that the researchers not only choose a methodology that fits their research, but also enhance the credibility and reliability of their findings. Now, drafting a well structured outline is essential for organizing your research papers effectively. And ChatGPT can be a valuable tool in this particular process. Whether you're embarking on a complex study or crafting a literature review, ChatGPT can provide the guidance needed to actually outline your research papers as clearly as possible. ChatGPT assists the researchers by offering prompts that can help in organizing their thoughts and ideas into a coherent outline. It prompts the users and researchers to consider the essential sections of a research papers, such as introduction, methodology, results, discussion, and conclusion part. By engaging with ChatGPT, researchers can outline their paper with a clear focus on the logical flow of ideas, ensuring that each section contributes meaningfully to the overall structure. Dwelling deep into academic research often results in complex writing. However, complexity should not equate to difficulty in readability. With ChatGPT's assistance, researchers can effectively present their findings in a manner that it is both thorough and also easy to digest. Here, ChatGPT aids the researchers in refining their writing by suggesting clearer and more concise way to articulate complex ideas. It helps in structuring sentences and paragraphs to actually enhance the coherence and readability without compromising on the depth of the academic content. By engaging with ChatGPT, researchers can actually receive feedback on the clarity and flow of their writing as well. This will ensure that the language used is accessible to a broader audience while maintaining the academic rigor. So this AI-powered tool offers suggestions for simplifying technical jargons and also organizing information logically as possible and making the paper more comprehensible and also engaging for the readers. Writing an abstract. Now, writing an effective abstract is important as it serves as a concise summary of your entire research work, capturing its essence in setting the tone for your entire paper. So ChatGPT can assist researchers in effectively crafting an abstract that grabs attention and also conveys the significance of their research work. ChatGPT here helps the researchers distill the main points of their research work into a clear and compelling summary. It provides prompts and suggestions to ensure that the abstract includes essential elements such as the research objectives, methodologies, key findings, and also with the conclusion part. So by engaging with ChatGPT here, researchers can actually refine their abstract to be concise yet informative as well. So highlighting the novelty and relevance of their study in a succinct manner. So this tool offers guidance on structuring the abstract to actually attract the reader's interest while accurately reflecting the content and contributing to the research world. Now, let's move on to drafting your manuscript. This step involves putting together your research findings in a clear and organized way that meets academic publishing standards. So you will start by organizing your data into sections like introduction, methods, results, and discussions. So each section has a specific role. Introducing your research topic, explaining how you did your research, presenting what you found, and discussing what it means in the context of existing knowledge. So drafting your manuscript also means making sure you're writing in clear and easy understandable way, or your arguments make sense in that. And also you follow the rules set by the journal or the publisher you're aiming for. So this includes citing resources correctly, formatting everything according to their guidelines, and checking your grammar and workflow of ideas as carefully as possible. By revising your work and getting feedback from others, you can improve the manuscript's readability, credibility, and also the overall impact. So this process gets your research ready to be reviewed and published, helping it reach other researchers and also make a meaningful impact in the field of science. A research article follows a structured format to effectively communicate its findings to other researchers and also to a wider community. So each section here serves as a specific purpose, ensuring the clarity and also the reliability in presenting your research work. Number one is the title. So the title here is a brief summary of the study's main topic and findings, helping the readers understand and focus at a glance. Next is the abstract. So the abstract provides a concise summary of the entire research paper, including the purpose, methods, results, and conclusions. It helps the readers quickly decide if they want to read the full article or if they want to move on to the next article. Next are the keywords. So keywords are important terms related to the study, helping the researchers find the article through online searches and databases. Introduction part. So the introduction sets the stage by explaining the background and significance of the research topic. It also states that the research question or hypothesis that the study aims to address. Materials and methods. So this section describes how the study was conducted, including the details of the participants, materials used, and also the methods of data collection or experimentation. It allows other researchers to replicate the study if needed. The results section represents the findings of the study in a clear and objective manner. Often this uses tables, figures, and also statistical analysis to illustrate the data. So in the discussion section, researchers interpret the results and explain the implication of it. They compare their findings with the existing research and also discuss if there are any limitations or future directions for further study. Next are the tables and figures. So the tables and figures visually represents the data, making the complex information easier to understand for anyone. They provide a visual summary of results and enhance the clarity of the research presentations. Next is the references. So the references section here lists all the source cited in the research article. It allows the readers to verify the information presented and explore the related studies. Following this structured format is important because it ensures that the research articles are clear, well organized, and also reliable. So it helps the researchers communicate their findings effectively and also allow others in the fields to understand, critique, and also build a research upon it. So a research article follows specific formatting guidelines to actually ensure it is clear and easy to read for the researchers and also for the academics. So the text is typically written in Times New Roman or Cambria font. The size of the fonts are to be set at 12 points. So the headings and subheadings are used to organize different sections of the articles, helping the readers easily navigate through the content. The spacing between lines is set at 1.5, and there is an extra spacing after each paragraph to actually improve the readability. Formatting here is important because it makes the research article visually consistent and professional. So using a standard font like Times New Roman ensures that the text is legible and uniform across the platforms. The headings and subheadings help the readers quickly locate specific section of interest, such as maybe introduction, methods, results, and discussions. The 1.5 line spacing and additional spacing after paragraphs make sure that the text is easier to follow and understand, preventing it from appearing dense or overwhelming for the readers. Additionally, page numbers are centered at the bottom of each page. So this helps the reader keep a track of where they are in the document and provides a reference point when citing specific pages or sections. So overall, adhering to these simple formatting guidelines ensures that the research articles are presented as professionally as possible and enhances the clarity and accessibility of the information presented here. Saving a research article properly involves more than just clicking the save button. Here is a straightforward approach. So when saving a research article, it is important to organize it systematically for easy access and future references. Start by creating a dedicated folder labeled clearly with the topic or title of your research. Include additional details like date of creation or submission to help track its progress over time. Regularly back up your research folders to external drives or cloud storage services to actually prevent any kind of a data loss. By maintaining a well-labeled and dated folder structure, you ensure that your research articles are securely stored and readily accessible whenever needed. Properly citing sources not only enhances the credibility of your work, but also ensures that others can easily access and validate the information you have used. Now, how to cite a journal article. So when citing a journal article, you typically include the author's names, the year of publication, the title of the article, the name of the journal, the volume number, the issue number, and the pages where the articles can be found. So additionally, you may also include a direct link to the article's digital object identifier, that is the DOI number, for easy access through online portal. So when referencing a book, you can cite the author's name, year of publication, title of the book, and name of the publisher. Similarly, for websites, cite the author's name, date of publication or update, title of the web page or article, and the URL where the information can be accessed. Each format provides enough information for readers to find and verify the sources used in your particular research, ensuring a credibility and also transparency in your academic and professional writing. When you need to cite a paper or journal article, many publications offer the convenient cite this article option. This feature is typically found on the journal's website or within the paper itself. It provides a pre-formatted citation that actually includes all the necessary details like author's name, title of the article, journal name, publication year, volume, issue, and the page numbers, and also often a DOI. Using the cite this article features saves time and also helps maintain consistency in your citations. It ensures that you provide proper credit to the original authors and allow readers to locate the source easily for further reading and verifications. Now, let's look at how you can effectively read a research paper in less than 15 minutes. Reading research papers is important because they are the heart of the research community. They serve as the primary method for scientists to actually share their detailed findings, methodologies, and insight with their peers. The communication is essential for the collective progress of scientific knowledge as it allows the researchers to build on existing work, avoid any errors, and also foster innovation. Research papers are the major way to communicate your recent findings. So they effectively disseminate new discoveries, ensuring that the latest advancements are accessible to the global scientific community. The peer review process that these papers undergo ensures that the findings are scrutinized and validated by experts, maintaining high standards of quality and reliability. Staying up to date with the current knowledge is another significant reason to read a research paper. By doing this, you remain informed about the latest developments, trends, and breakthrough in your field of study. This continual learning process supports a lifelong education for you, enabling you to expand your understanding and staying intellectually engaged with evolving scientific discourse. Enhancing your own research work is a key benefit of reading research papers. These are essential for conducting the thorough literature reviews, providing context and also background studies for your research work. By reviewing current research, you can identify gaps in the knowledge, formulate new questions, and develop innovative approaches. Additionally, research papers often insight into various methodologies and techniques, improving the design and execution of the particular experiments. So citing relevant research papers also helps your work to strengthen as much as possible and also lending a credibility and support your arguments with the established evidences. Now, coming to the process itself. First, ensure the research paper is from a legitimate and a peer-reviewed journal by checking the publication date, journal name, and author's name. So this step helps verify the credibility and reliability of the paper's source. So once you confirm this, begin by reading the title to gain an initial understanding. Once confirmed, proceed to read the abstract. The abstract provides a concise summary of the study's objectives, methods, key findings, and conclusions. It serves as a quick overview that outlines the main points without diving into detailed explanations, allowing you to grasp the essence of the research efficiently. This approach helps in quick assessing whether the paper aligns with your interest and research needs before actually dwelling deeper into the full context. Now, focus on the introduction section of the paper. Begin by reading the first paragraph, which typically provides details about the study's background or the context, giving you a foundational understanding of the research topic. Then move to the last paragraph of the introduction directly, where researchers often state their own objectives or intentions for conducting the study. So this paragraph outlines the goals and aims of the research, providing an insight into what the authors set out to achieve with their own investigations. By focusing on these key sections, you can quickly grasp the background and purpose of the research, setting the stage for understanding its significance and relevance. Next, look at the figures and their descriptions in the paper. Figures like graphs or charts show important data visually. Check where each figure is referenced in the text to understand how they support the study's findings. So this helps you to see the data in a clear and meaningful way, making it easier to grasp the main points of the research work. Now, let's focus on the tables in the paper. Tables are used to present detailed information and data in a structured format. So each table typically includes rows and columns that organize data into categories, variables which are relevant to the study. By reviewing the tables and their contents, you can quickly access specific details and findings that are important to understanding the research work. So here, pay attention to how the tables are referenced in the text of the paper. Authors often mention specific tables when discussing results or providing detailed explanations. This helps you to connect and textualize information with the detailed data presented in the tables, providing a comprehensive view of the study's findings. Before diving into the discussion section, take a moment to summarize the research paper in your own words. Reflect on the main points covered in the abstract, introduction, results, and any visuals like figures and tables. Formulate a brief conclusion that outlines what the study aimed to achieve, what methods were used, and what the key findings suggested. Once you have your summary, proceed to the discussion section of the paper. Here, researchers interpret the results, discuss their implications, and often compare their findings with existing research. By first forming your own conclusion, you can critically assess how well the discussion aligns with your own understanding, and also whether it addresses the subject's objective and findings effectively. Now, you may choose to skip the materials and methods section based on your own interest. So this section particularly is useful if you intend to replicate the experiments or learn about new techniques. It provides a detailed insight into how the research was conducted, including the materials used, experimental procedures, and
data collection methods. Understanding this section is essential for ensuring the reproducibility of the study's result or for gaining knowledge about innovative methodologies employed by the researchers. When referring to research papers, it is helpful to highlight or mark key sections to quickly revisit important points later. This practice allows for efficient navigation and review of critical details such as abstract, introduction, key findings in the results, significant discussions, and any conclusions drawn. Highlighting these sections facilitates a quicker grasp of the researcher's main contribution, ensures essential information is readily accessible for future reference or deeper understanding. Navigating the world of academic publishing involves understanding several key metrics and ratings that influence the visibility and impact of research. Number 1 is impact factor. So imagine you have a favorite magazine. The impact factor of a journal is like how many people talk about and share these articles from that magazine. For academic journals, it's a number that tells you how often the articles in that particular journal get cited in other research papers. So journals with higher impact factors are seen as more important because their articles are referenced more often, showing that they are making a big impact in their field. Next is NAAS rating. This is specifically for scientific journals in agriculture and related sciences in India. Think of it like a rating system that grades how good and influential a journal actually is. Now, higher NAAS ratings means the journal is respected for publishing high quality research that is important for scientists in those fields. Next is Scopus indexed. So being indexed in Scopus means journal meets certain standard of quality and credibility. It is like being listed in a big library where researchers go for finding a reliable information. Next is the CiteScore. So this measures how often articles in a journal are cited by other researchers. It is another way to gauge how much impact that the research published in that particular journal has on the academic community. So a higher CiteScore means the journal's articles are influential and also useful to other researchers, making it an important source of knowledge in its field. Finally, H index. For researchers, the H index is a way of measuring their impact and productivity. So it is based on how many of their papers have been cited by other researchers. So if a researcher has an H index of 10, for example, it means they have 10 papers that have been cited at least 10 times. The H index here helps show how much of their work is respected and used by others in the field. So understanding these metrics helps researchers and academics choose where to publish their work and also assess the impact of their research within their field of study. So each metric provides different insight into the quality, influence and visibility of the journals and researchers in the academic community. Social media platforms offers valuable opportunities for researchers to connect, collaborate and also share their work within the academic and professional communities. So each platform mentioned here serves a unique purpose and benefit. Number 1 is LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is a professional networking platform where researchers and professionals create profiles similar to their resumes. It is widely used for connecting with colleagues, collaborators and potential employers. So researchers use LinkedIn to highlight their academic background, skills, publications, and also research interest. It's not just about job hunting, it is also a hub for sharing updates on the research projects. Also joining industry groups and also participating in discussions related to their field. So LinkedIn helps researchers build a professional network here and gain visibility in their industry and also discover many career opportunities. Next is the ResearchGate. So it is a platform designed specifically for researchers. It acts as a social network where researchers can upload and share their publications, data sets, and research findings. This sharing enables collaboration and allows researchers to receive feedback on their work. So ResearchGate provides metrics such as reads, citations, and downloads for each publication, helping researchers track the impact of their work over the time. Finally, there is something called as an ORC ID. That is nothing but a Open Researcher and Contributor ID. It is a unique digital identifier for researchers. It serves as a persistent identifier that distinguishes individual researchers from others with similar names. So researchers can link their ORC ID to their publications, data sets, grants, and other research outputs. So this link ensures accurate and reliable attributions of their work across various platforms and systems. ORC ID also helps the researchers manage their scholarly identity, ensuring their contributions are properly organized and credited. It also simplifies workflow for institutions, publishers, and funding agencies by providing a standard way to actually identify and track the researcher's contribution to the academic community. So today's assignment involves these steps. Our aim here is to choose an individual research topic for you. Number 1 is read a research paper. So choose a research paper on a topic you are interested in and mark the key points that stand out to you. Number 2 is answer questions. So think about why this research interests you. What aspect of the topic do you find compelling or important? Number 3, finalize your project title. So decide on a clear and a descriptive title for your project based on your research work. Number 4 is set objectives. So write down 3 specific goals or objectives that you want to achieve during your internship project. These objects will guide your work and also help you stay focused on your goals. By completing these tasks, you will gain a deeper understanding of your research interest and lay the groundwork for your internship project. Here are the questions to answer for today's assignment. You can find these questions in the description box below as well. So these questions will guide your exploration and understanding of the research topic, helping you mainly focusing on key aspects relevant to your internship project. Here is a sample title and objective for your reference. That concludes for today's session. I hope today's session has been informative and useful for you. Please ensure to submit your assignments on time and see you tomorrow. Have a great day and continue enjoying your upskilling journey. Thank you.